Okay, let's get right into it. We are about to pull on a thread that, honestly, just keeps unraveling. It starts with a single missing person, but it quickly spirals into this insane web of murder, cutting-edge science, and, get this, a trail of bizarre clues left on social media. This is not a simple case, not at all. It's a really deep, complex mystery, and it unfolds one piece at a time.
And the whole thing really centers on one critical question. You have a four-star general, William Neal McCaslin, a guy at the very top, the pinnacle of America's most sensitive aerospace research, and he just vanishes into thin air. He literally walks out of his house, leaves his wallet, leaves his phone behind, and is just gone. So the real question isn't just where did he go, but why did he go?
And listen, right from the get-go, the stakes here are incredibly high. This is not some fringe speculation we're talking about. That quote you're seeing, that's from his sitting U.S. Congressman, Eric Burleson. He's on the record saying the general is definitely connected to the UAP topic and that Congress has been waiting to talk to him. So the point is, this isn't just some local missing persons case. It has massive implications at the national level. So, let's properly introduce the man at the very heart of this storm, General William Neal McCaslin. Because as you're about to see, his career and his disappearance, well, they're the keys to unlocking everything else that happens.
Now, what's so wild here is the sheer weight of his credentials. This isn't just some random officer. We're talking about a retired four-star general. He has a PhD from MIT, for crying out loud, and he commanded the Air Force Research Laboratory. He was basically the gatekeeper for a $4.4 billion portfolio of America's most advanced, most secret aerospace tech. A man like this, he doesn't just get lost.
And right here, this is where the story takes a much, much darker turn. Because as investigators started digging into his disappearance, they realized McCaslin's vanishing, it wasn't a one-off. It was just the latest piece in a really deeply disturbing pattern.
And that pattern, well, it starts with another brilliant mind from the world of aerospace engineering, a woman named Monica Jacinta Reza. Reza was an absolute genius in her field. She co-invented this revolutionary superalloy called Mondalloy, stuff that's essential for next-gen rocket engines. She worked at all the top firms and eventually landed at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL. And here it is. This is the direct link. From 2011 to 2013, her groundbreaking work was actually funded by the very same Air Force research lab that General McCaslin was in charge of.
Then she vanished. Just like that. During a routine hike, she was there one moment and gone the next. The only trace they ever found of her was her beanie. But here's the really bizarre part. The places she worked for, JPL and NASA, complete silence. Not a peep. And even weirder, a Find a Grave memorial page popped up online just 4 days into the official search, already listing her as dead. Come on, something was seriously not right with this.
But the pattern doesn't just stop there. Oh no, it escalates dramatically. We're not just talking about missing people anymore. Now, we're talking about murder.
Just look at this timeline. It lays out the whole chilling sequence of events. In the span of just 8 months, 4 brilliant scientists, all of them connected to advanced aerospace and physics, are just systematically removed from the board. You have a disappearance, then 2 murders, and it all culminates in the disappearance of the general himself. This isn't a coincidence. This is a cluster.
Okay, so the first murder victim we need to talk about is Dr. Carl Grillmeyer. He was an astrophysicist whose work put him right in the very same orbit as Monica Reza. So Dr. Grillmeyer was a star mapper, a specialist in planetary defense, and he was based at JPL. And here's the key detail, you guys. His lab, it was located on the very same corridor as Monica Reza's office. This isn't some vague 6 degrees of separation thing. They were colleagues, working right next to each other. And then he was shot and killed on his own front porch.
And just 2 months before Grillmeyer was killed, another top scientist met a violent end, Dr. Nino Loureiro.
Okay, and this part is absolutely crucial. Dr. Loureiro wasn't just any physicist. He was the director of the Plasma Science and Fusion Center at MIT. His specific area of expertise, plasma physics, is what many experts believe is the key to understanding how UAPs might actually be able to fly. And here's another link in the chain for you. Both Dr. Loureiro and General McCaslin, they were both alumni of MIT.
So, let's just take a breath for a second. We have 2 disappearances and 2 murders, all centered around this world of advanced physics. And now,
we're going to pivot to the most tangible and, frankly, the absolute weirdest clue in this entire investigation, a mysterious account on X. You know, formerly Twitter.
Okay, so this account was called Electric Propulsive Spacecraft, with the handle at TMBS Spaceships. And for over a year, this totally anonymous user was posting incredibly detailed, super technical data about exotic electric propulsion and plasma physics. I mean, the exact fields we've just been talking about.
Let's just look at the profile for a second. The bio reads 38-year-old active-duty USAF PhD engineer. Now, does that sound familiar to you? Because investigators pretty quickly realized that this description is a near-perfect biographical match for exactly one person, General William McCaslin.
And this is the detail that's just going to send a chill down your spine. The account went completely silent on February 27, 2026. Its very last post was made just about 30 minutes before General McCaslin walked out of his house and vanished forever.
So what exactly was this account posting? Well, take a look at this. This is a hand-drawn schematic that was uploaded in December of 2023, and the text attached to it is a stunning claim. It says, "I saw this in 1998 from the cockpit of a KC-135. This isn't just theory. This is a claimed eyewitness account from a military pilot."
And this is where the author's expertise really shines through. The drawing, it shows an object making these impossible 90-degree turns, and it's trailing a colored ionization field. But look at that note. It says, "I have seen the bright royal green and ionized helium experiments before." This is the kicker. The author isn't just guessing what they saw, they are directly connecting an observation in the sky to something they have personally witnessed inside a highly specialized physics lab.
So, the big question is, how does all of this connect? Well, when you start mapping out the institutional and corporate relationships between all these different people, a kind of hidden network starts to emerge.
This chart right here basically shows the web, so follow me on this. General McCaslin, he sat on the board of Riverside Research, which is a nonprofit that specializes in, you guessed it, plasma physics. A guy on that same board, Reginald Brothers, is also an executive at a firm called AE Industrial Partners. Okay, now, in January 2026, that same firm acquired the company where Monica Reza developed her superalloy. And to top it all off, Riverside Research is currently hiring plasma physicists to work at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the very base McCaslin used to command. I mean, the overlaps here are just undeniable. So let's just quickly recap everything we've laid out. We've got a top general and a brilliant metallurgist who have vanished. We have two leading physicists who have been murdered. We have a mysterious social media account that looks for all the world like the general's secret diary, and it goes dark the exact moment he disappears. And then there's this tangled web of corporate interests connecting every single one of them. It all just leaves us with some deeply, deeply unsettling questions.
So what does this all mean? Was this some kind of operation by a foreign power to snatch up American intellectual capital? Or was it a ruthless corporate move to silence people who just knew too much? Or, and this is the big one, is this something far bigger? A desperate, violent cover-up of a technology, a reality that the world is simply not ready for? That, right there, is the question at the very heart of this entire mystery.